Okay, here we go. Dear Mattsons, my teen doesn't like the youth ministry at our church and wants to go to a friend's church for different and perceived better programming. I want my son to love church, but I also think it's important to worship together as a family. How would you handle this? Sincerely wondering about worship.
Well, great question, and actually one that many will relate to. Oftentimes, teens are pulling away from their family. They're trying to figure out what they think, what they want, and peer groups are really a primary focus for the teen years. So that's normal. And they're probably wanting to go where the youth group with the friends, where it feels fun, and it's just not a bunch of, maybe something different from what they've grown up with. The key here is the perceived, right? They're perceiving that this is better over here. And you're wanting to take the higher level view and to say, I want to teach my teen about the greater body of Christ and what church is really about. And so you're going to start with a conversation. Tell me more about what you're drawn to over there. What are the things that you're struggling with in our current youth group? And validate and empathize and really try to understand from their worldview and their perspective. That is really your first step before you're going to make any decisions as a family.
Yeah, you're trying to teach critical thinking here. What a great opportunity to do that. Our whole world could use a little bit more of that in these days. Mm-hmm. The other piece is that maybe you'll end up through that process coming to a compromise. And for the right reasons. I mean, changing a community where you've been and belong and have deep roots, there needs to be good reasons to make changes like that. And in helping your teen to discover that, if you do find good reasons that they have for wanting to connect with their friend's church or what have you, then maybe there's a compromise that can be made that doesn't feel like a lose-win or a lose-lose situation, but maybe a win-win. And in the bigger picture of things could be a place where you, in hindsight, look back and go, that was the best thing we could have done for them at that time, right? In them deepening their faith and their relationship, individual relationship with God. Sometimes that's how things go. So a compromise, being open to a space for the right reasons, if there's good and valid reasons to what that looks like. But the impact on the family for a decision like that is a family decision. So it starts you wanting them to help think that through, right? Rather than just their world, which for teens, everything is kind of their world.
Yeah, they're very egocentric. And so it really is a stretch to try to help them think about their decisions and how that could impact their siblings. So the compromise might be maybe we all go to church together on Sunday morning or Saturday night, whatever your church does. And then you go to youth group on your own. So there's a both and. Maybe for a season, we try out this other church as a family, and then we all pray about it. Regardless of what your family decides, this is your decision. It's going to be unique for your family and where everybody's at and where your teen's at. But the key is conversation. Then take time to pray. Give your teen a chance to pray about it after you've had the conversations and you've given your feedback. And we really just want you to model with your kids the truth that we can't just pick and choose and move in and out of systems and committed relationships just because it doesn't feel good. Yeah. And that's really the bigger piece that we're trying to help our teens is to say, how do you stay committed? How do you lean in when it's hard? How do you choose to serve rather than to always be a taker? And it's hard in the teen years, so I'm not saying make it about that. I am saying it's something to consider and that to teach them that for the long haul, which impacts our marriages, it impacts where we settle in communities. Today, right now, commitment in church is really hard. We get to pick and choose. We can go anywhere around the world. We can go to Australia. We can go anywhere online, and we're missing the intimate relationship. So again, have a relationship with your teen. Understand where they're coming from and talk about the why we're in this community, this church. And maybe it is an opportunity to try something different if God's leading you there.
And don't run from the tension. Try to hold that tension well.
This is a good opportunity. And if you are parenting a daughter, I've been working with Christian Parenting and helping to develop courses called Helping Moms Raise Confident Daughters. And we have courses for those tween and teen years. If you need some extra support as a mom raising daughters, pick up this course. It's really helping you meet your daughter right where she's at, helping her connect the Bible to her real life and the things that she's dealing with in today's culture. So if you're interested, go to cpguides.org.
Well, and remember, you're the right person for the job, and we're here cheering you on.